And I just about, okay, I just got to set up a few things. We're going to have the thumb hooking up to the side of this here. And what if I went in here and I just grabbed my, where the hell's my pen to polygon tool? So I'm just going to pen from here to here, down to here, and I'm going wrong direction, so I got to go from there over to this one and there. Enter. I'm just going to split from here to here. Boop. There, good enough. And I'll just grab that hairy vertice there. Move this over something like that. Okay, and I want to join up my thumb, and you notice that your thumb is going to join up kind of at the base here, and because I'm just going to move this up a bit. Because of the way that I've set this up, it's got 8 sections on it. I'm just going to move it over here a little bit. It still seems a bit, whatever, that'll be good. Because it's got 8 sections on it, I want to join it up here. I'm just going to go in and use the insert edge loop. And if I do something like that, great. And I'm just going to go in here and take this vertex here. Actually, that's going to give me trouble because I got that sitting here. What if I move this one back, and this one back, and this one back a bit? Okay, and if I move this over this way a little bit, and this one over this way a little bit, and I want to join it up with this thing here, if I go in and I grab this edge and I go, come on, edge ring, missed. Edge ring and split. Okay, that's going to work better. So I'm just going to go in here and I'll grab this vertex, and that grabs all those faces there, and I'm just going to delete those. Okay, so now I'm going to want to join those two things together, the thumb. So I grab this and this. I'm just going to kill the history, and I'm going to go in here and mesh, combine. So now they're combined together. I'm just going to hit 1 so that I'm looking at this a little bit more rigid. And I've got 8 edges around here, and I've got 8 edges around there. If I go in and I grab all those edges and hold down Shift and double click on these ones, and then I go over here and I use bridge. There. And it actually bridged together pretty good. The deformation, though, you can see that this is kind of aiming this way. That's probably not a good thing, so I'm just going to go over here to the bridge, and I'm going to go and use the twist. And let's see, the twist doesn't do anything because I was smoking crack. There's no geometry in the middle. I can go in here and add another division if I wanted to, and then you can probably see the twist in action, and it's still not doing anything. Okay, whatever. I'm a liar. Divisions, we're fine. I'm just going to go and use the bridge offset. And see, this is the thing I was looking for, is right here. There. That means that when the thumb kind of bends over into here, it's just going to deform a little bit better if I got like that, as opposed to that one there. I'd like it like that, and it's just going to deform a little bit better. And anything else I want to do in here? Now we can go in and start to kind of sculpt this thing, and damn it! Okay, good enough, and just gonna double click on that, and I'm just gonna go and hit mesh average vertices and hit G a few times, and then go and scale it out again. Okay, there. Because your thumb really doesn't twist much, right? It just kind of, you want it so that the tip of this can touch the ball of your pinky. Sounds kind of weird. And I have to do a lot of like cleaning up in here. This is good. Okay, it looks a little bit funny. And the other thing too is I want to go in and collapse some of these edges because I got too much geometry. So I'm just going to take this and this and this and this. Just going to hold down Shift and right click, and at 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, bloop, I can go and collapse those. And if I take that and that and that and that, and I hit G, it does the same thing. And if I take this and I delete it, there we go, I've just been kiting. Okay, we'll try it again. This and this. And I was smoking crack, so I missed that one. I'm just going to hit G. There it is. I've kited that again. Boop. Delete. Okay, and I was kind of doing something here. I was kind of trying to bury it here, so I've got my edge loop here, so it can give me quite so many. And then I can just go in here and grab some face action here, this, and probably this one here. And if I just go in here and mesh, and I hit average vertices and hit G a bunch of times, there. God damn it. just when I'm trying to go fast, it doesn't really want to go fast. And I'll do the same thing here. Sometimes what I do is, I won't explain it in this one here, I just want to finish the hand. So I take this, and this, and this, and this, and if I go in here, collapse edge, boop. And if I take this one out of here, delete, delete. And then if I just go in here and I grab edge and I use this control edge ring, and collapse, boop. Hit G, G, G. And there, I've reduced a bunch of geometry. Okay, and anything else I might do to this? I might just go and shape it a little bit. So I'm just going to go in here and I'll take this and use the solid modification tool and shape it a bit like that. And maybe I'll decide my brush is too big, so I'll do something like this. And okay, and I can pull this back a little bit and make it a bit more God damn it, a bit more organic. Okay, great, and a little bit more gooey, but that's really quick hand. And then if I want to get an arm out of this, let's just go in here and kill the history, and I'm just going to hit my soft button up here. Great, so I've got all these edges soft. And I want to make an arm out of this. I will just quickly go in here and grab these edges. I missed those edges I really wanted, and I'll just start using the extrude. And I probably need, let's put it up something like that. And also too, this is also another one of these things that drives me crazy, is remember that your arm doesn't the hand doesn't bulge out like that. It kind of tapers down from the elbow, so it'd be something like this, and that looks a little bit better. Okay. Anyway, here's my little arm, and let's go and bring everything back. Let's take my happy arm. I'm just going to stick it up here, grab it over here. I just want to see if my proportions look okay. Right, and you can do things like just go in here and I hold down D and I'll move the pivot point of this thing so it's back here-ish. And if you want to see how it's going to come on. And it looks a little bit Cro-Magnon, but that's going to work out okay. I could probably pull this in a bit more. Okay, and that should be fine. And what time are we at? 7:21, so I'm just going to go in here and grab these edges, double click. And let's pull these over this way a little bit. And I don't know, I can nudge them around. And if I just go in here and use the insert edge loop tool again, and I pop these in and I scale it. Okay, and I'm just going to move this up a bit. And then I'm just going to go and hit G and I'll push this one in here for the elbow, and let's just scale it so it goes up a little bit so that the elbow area is a bit more bulgy. And I'll just kind of pull this back. What are we at? 8 minutes. Okay, and I'll just go and hit G, and I'm going to pop one in here for the elbow support here, and I'll just kind of put it over this way a little bit and hit G. This one in here, scale that down a bit. Okay, and I'm just going to take this one, put it in, and I'll just go in this one over this way a little bit, scale it in a bit. Great. And G, I'll put one in here. And let's go and flip to the scale tool. Just going to do something like that. I'm just going to grab the vertices that are inside of here, and I'm going to scale those up too, so we got a bit more of a thicker arm. And I think we're getting close to done. I can just kind of fill in a few spots in here and kind of make it a bit more, give it a bit of girth. And G, scale it in a bit, and great. And yeah, I got to do some more modeling to this. Great. I'll just leave it like that for now. And this thing here isn't lining up very well, so I'm just going to go back over here, grab my saw modification tool, pull it up a bit. And if I just hold down B, and I can make that a bit bigger. And don't be scared of the saw modification tool. It's so much better. It makes your life better. Okay, and I'm just going to nudge these things around a little bit, and whatever. How big is that hand? Does that hand just look totally Cro-Magnon or what? Let's go and kill the history, freeze the transformations, and we're at 9.5 minutes, and I'm going to say this thing is good. And yeah, I'll just finish this up, and I'll move on to, I guess, rigging.